I just want to play Angry Birds.
Credit, it's her phone.
Because those mums, toxic.
It's a pair of shoes. Who cares?
Oh, no.
You really have something special.
I can't believe I'm taking Melissa's side in this.
I'm not the one that's always drunk.
Are we meant to be mind readers?
This group number is a hot mess.
That's the unemployment line.
If you don't respect me and you don't respect these girls, respect
Don't only talk to
the
me.
art
You need
form.
to talk to her as
You just
well.
got my focus.
I would be mortified. Absolutely mortified. How do you sit there and when someone comes out and goes, can you please be quiet? I'm trying to lead a audition in here. And you go, don't talk to me. Talk to the other people as well. Oh my God. Oh, I just can't believe it. That's Kathy's voice. Oh my God, I found it again. I found it. Thank you, God.
Our moms were really bad. It was so rude. I hope they don't embarrass me again.
That was the most producer-fed line I've ever heard in my whole life, because there's no way that Paige would say that off her own back. She's not sitting down in the chair and going, my mum was so rude. She doesn't embarrass me like that again.
And I think that a lot of the moves that she's having them do, it's not very technical.
That's because a cell block tango style number is like, and this is right. Okay, right. We're getting into it now. Learning with Ethan. Yeah. She's going for a cell block tango Chicago-esque vibe, right? Which is musical theatre. And musical theatre inherently and on a very, very broad basis, like I'm not talking about specific musicals, I'm just talking about in general, musical theatre dancing is a lot less about technique and more about performance and just like doing moves that fit the song and things like that. It's so much less about, okay, let's do a grand jeté into a leap into this, whatever. It's more just about like, let's do something that's going to look great on stage. And that's how I view MT dance. So doing a more MT style number with props and things like that, I think it just adds an extra element to it and makes it far more interesting to watch. They might not be technically challenged, but they are going to be challenged in trying out a different style of dance, in my opinion. And that's the T. Learning with Ethan. Yeah.
And so I'm trying to put my feelings aside that I really don't like it, but she's a character for this piece.
I love the number.
It was sloppy, but I liked the vibe of the number. It's very rare that I'm sort of like, I like what it could have been. If they'd have had more time, if they'd have got a little bit more time on it and just really focused in making it good, I thought it had great moments. Also, the stupid song in the background that was basically, he had it coming. It was just so bad, but also it was kind of funny because immediately I heard it and I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is meant to be. Even if I didn't know that it was meant to be a cell block tango parody, I'd still know what was going on just from listening to that song, which was good. The performances I thought were really good. I think Holly gets on my nerves when she's like, oh, I'm trying to put my feelings aside about my daughter being in a jail cell. Your daughter's not in a jail cell. All she's doing is just playing a character on stage. Do you know what I mean? If you want your child to be a performer, you've got to get over that pretty quickly because she's going to have to play like roles that are going to be uncomfortable and are going to be ridiculous. You just got to get over it. So that really annoys me. But other than that, I think I'd give it a 6. Because like I said, it was sloppy. It wasn't amazing, but the idea and the potential of what it could have been was so much better than most other dances that we've seen. Like, the potential was there. It's just they didn't have enough time because they were focusing on too many things this week.
Have you been gazing a bit more, asking why you should try when your body...
I give it a 7. But again, I'm docking it points because of fucking Vivienne which I feel bad for because it's not her fault that she's just being shoved into numbers that could have been great, and then she drags them down because she just stands on stage doing nothing for the entire number and then gets carried off stage. The only reason she's in the number is to bring down the age category so that they can compete in the same one as the Abbey Lee Dance Company, but it is infuriating because it could have been such a good number. Even Justice was very good. There were some nice moments where he was so in time with some of the older dancers. And I was like, wow, actually, incredible. Kendall did a great job. The other girls did a great job. There were some nice unison sections that were really technical and made me go, ooh, that's quite nice. But then you have Vivian in the corner going, like, what? Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. That is that one done. 7. Let's move on to the solo, shall we?
My palms are sweating and my butt's shaking, which is what happens when I get
Diarrhea.
First Abbey Lee Dance Company.
Are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? 10th place with your Jailhouse Rock parody. No, I'm joking. Your Chicago parody. Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine if you'd have actually had time to clean it, make it look good, really get it fine-tuned. Easily could have been a first. Because like I said, the idea was there. The potential was there. It just didn't have enough time to realise it.
870, almost having candy apples dance.
Not Candy Apples beating them by 1 point. Oh, because you know, for the rest of the show, Kathy's going to hold that over Abby's head. Oh, do you remember that one time that I beat you by 1 point at a competition that you guys had already won at? We won by 1 point.
I can't believe our kids didn't win. Kathy's group did not deserve to beat us.
I think they did, Melissa. I thought they had a better dance. It was certainly more polished. It captured my attention more. Like I said, you guys had such a great idea. Such a great idea. And I'm so upset that they've decided to use it on this week because it could have been so good. And I'm so annoyed. I want to redo. I want a mulligan. I want to do it again.
Congratulations.
I would clock Kathy for coming in and rubbing it in their faces. However, if you remember, all the way back in episode 2, Abby did the exact same thing to Kathy, and that's what started the whole, oh, disco ball. Oh, God, what an absolute nightmare this is. Absolute nightmare, Kathy winning. This is literally the worst universe to live in. The worst one. This is the worst timeline.
We just wanted to congratulate you on 10th place.
What a bitch.
We're proud of ourselves.
What a bitch.
You are Satan.
Bye.
She's Satan. I am losing it. What do you mean, Satan? Guys, rah.
This is Davis Robertson from the Joffrey Ballet School. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Wait. I've been chatting the most shit about how no one's going to be accepted into this Joffrey thing. Am I wrong? I will eat humble pie. I will happily eat it if I'm wrong about this. But I reckon it's going to be like, we're inviting her back to a second round. And I'm going to be like, oh, okay.
We want to offer Chloe a scholarship for the summer.
Yay, sucks for the other kids. But, like I said, the only one that it made sense for was Chloe, because Chloe's the only one that I've seen do ballet before. Everyone else, I don't really remember doing ballet. I think Maddie may have done a ballet number in season 1, but like I said, I just don't remember it, whereas I do specifically remember the tutu that Christy made, and that being a ballet number, because that was incredible. So yeah, honestly, big slay, Chloe. Well done. I'm impressed.
Get back there. Now, get back here. Madison, get back here. Your phone is going away.
Not the full name mention. I didn't even know that she had a full name of Madison. Until this very moment, I thought her name was Maddie. But that's just a nickname. Her full name's Madison? I feel like my whole life is a lie. But also, yeah, I'm not going to comment on this until I watch a little bit more. But yeah, rah, Madison. That's crazy. Didn't expect that. That's biggest plot twist ever.
5 days. 10 days now. 10 days, Maddie can't have her phone.
10 days. That 10-year-old can't have a phone. Let's talk about this in all seriousness, shall we? Shall we talk about this in all seriousness? Because I did not get a phone, my first phone, until I was 11 years old. Until I was 11. okay? And that phone was a Nokia brick. The only thing you could play on that was Snake. But either way, that's kind of crazy. So yeah, you could go without it for 10 days.
Maddie is really stressed out because she was disappointed, but I won't put up with a bratty kid. She just needs to reach deep and down inside and just be thankful for what she has, and you just can't worry what other people think of you.
You know what? Very grown up, Melissa. I agree. I feel like it's difficult when you're a child and when you have all these things going on in your head and it's like, I really wanted this thing. And when you're a child, you struggle to process that emotion. It's tough. It's difficult. I'm not going to judge her on that because, like, they're children. Who's judging these children harshly? Like, it's not that deep. Children are children at the end of the day. It's the adults you have to judge more harshly because they're the one that are actually, like, thinking straight. So yeah, Melissa, I do agree with you in that situation. It's just something that she's going to have to grow accustomed to because she's so used to Abby, like, building her up. The judges at these competitions, always giving her first place, etc, etc, etc. So, like, when something like this happens, it is tough. It is really tough.
I love the solo Queen of Hearts that Kendall's going to be doing. It has a lot of style to it.
You have got to be kidding me. Twice in one season. You're taking the piss. That's actually wild. What is going on? Why is Kendall doing a Queen of Hearts dance the same week that Chloe's doing one? Guys, I'm sick of production. I'm sick of it. I sit and watch 1986 EastEnders all day because that's what I'm watching at the moment.
There's no way Chloe's gonna be ready. I can't physically do it. Abby barks and barks and barks and barks and barks.
Wait, what do you mean? Why is Chloe not in her costume? How has this happened? How has this gone down? Like, I need an answer. I need to know what's going on here. Come on, what's happened?
And stay right here. Ready for you.
Aren't you the one that, like, organised this costume? So surely you know how much costume there is. So why are you going, that's a lot of costume? To Maddie of all people, what? Why? Maddie's not your little bestie that you can have a little chinwag with. What's going on here? Why are you bitching to Maddie about this?
Kathy, we've been down this road before. Stop copying my daughter.
Yeah, it always is Chloe as well. That poor child always goes out and is like, oh my god. The last time it was the same music, now it's the same costume. It's like, come on, have some originality, Kathy. Honestly, that was a fantastic dance. So I'm going to give her an 8 out of 10. And the reason why I'm giving her an 8 out of 10 and I'm not giving her any higher is because there's a couple of times during the dance where I noticed that her gaze is at the floor and not out at the judges or some other place that looks a little bit better than just focused on the floor. There's just a couple of times where it does look a little bit dodgy. But on the whole, she played the musicality of that perfectly. The way that she was like up into hold down, up, down. It was like there was just lovely rigidity but also lots of fluidity, which I know is complete opposition, but you know what I mean. It flowed so well, but it also was so staccato and nice that it just worked with the bits of the music that it needed to. Honestly, great number. Really liked it. I'm a little bit worried for Chloe now.
I saw you in my dream last night. You was when you looked right up at me. We never sat down and cried and watched.
What happened there? No, that was so good. That was on track to be a 10 out of 10. That bit where she was going round and her arms were like travelling down with her.
Up at me.
I was like, that was one of the coolest moves I've seen on the show. And then she just hits a roadblock and runs off. I can't believe what I just watched. Oh my god. Oh no. No, Maddie. Oh no. Oh, bless her. Oh god. Oh no. No! Of all the times. Oh, bless her. I hate the fact that her immediate thought is Abby's gonna freak out on me, and then her second thought is I want to do it again. Maddie, that's not how it works. I don't know what Holly did at that competition to get Nia to do it again, but like, I don't think you're gonna be able to do that, bestie. I don't think so. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be so uncomfortable to watch.
In my heart, you can stay here.
It's like, you know, in those movies where like in that split second something just happened and you're like, what? How did that happen? And how did you, how were you, one moment you're just walking backwards, you go into a spin, you complete the spin, you run off stage. What happened in that split moment?
And Abby wants Maddie to be her winner, but she doesn't care that she's gonna burn the kid out.
Is Abby crying? Okay, I'm not being funny, but if the same energy of you gotta get right back on the horse, you gotta go out there and do it 10 times better, 10,000 times better, is not being applied to Maddie, then you are just outing yourself as, like, you just prefer Maddie to everyone else. It's not even favoritism, like I said in the last couple of episodes. It's not even favoritism, it's preference at this point. Because what do you mean you're getting upset and teary when Maddie runs off the stage, but when Chloe did the same, when Nia did the same, when Paige did the same, you had nothing but nasty things to say about them?
Crying hysterically. I thought you were supposed to save those tears for your pillow, Ab.
I don't usually interrupt numbers. Christy actually just clocked Abby so hard in the mouth that I just couldn't let it go unsaid. Like, that hard line from you, Christy. Well done. Well done for clocking her tea. I don't know. I feel like I preferred Kendall's version, if I'm being 100% honest. So I'm going to give it a 7. Just because I gave Kendall's an 8. I feel like I can't give them the same score. No, I can. I'm going to give them the same score. I just think I preferred Kendall's. I don't know. There was just something about this that didn't, like, it didn't wow me as I expected it to wow me. And I liked the staccato nature of the other piece a lot more. It felt like there was a lot more dead air in this. And like, it wasn't even that much dead air, but just compared to the other one, it was still good. She still absolutely slayed it. She still played that character spectacularly. And there was still some very, very nice moments. That bit of the start where she did the do, 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 and then she like dropped. I was like, ooh, that's a nice moment. That's like a guillotine coming down. It was such a good moment. But on the whole, very good dance. Very well done for going on after the whole palaver that was Maddie. But yeah. God, this episode's been absolutely ludicrous and crazy.
Dance isn't that important, Maddie.
Yes, it is.
But it's not your whole life. Well, it is your whole life, and it shouldn't be.
And whose fault is that, Melissa? Whose fault is that? You're the one that's been piling on all this pressure. Ah, I do feel like in this moment, Melissa's being great supportive parent, but also all of the hypocrisy is starting to come out because she's like, oh, dance isn't your whole life. Well, it kind of is, but like, it shouldn't be. That's brilliant from you. Well done. Well done. Big claps. Big claps.
Aw, see, she thinks you hate her. See, I told you she doesn't hate you.
This here, bullshit in my opinion. I just don't understand how Abby can be so forgiving and kind when it comes to Maddie, but when literally any other person forgets their dance, death be on their head. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see this same energy a couple of weeks ago when Nia forgot her dance back in season 1, when Paige forgot her dance, when Chloe forgot her dance, what was it, last week? She forgot a mere bit of it and continued dancing, and you still gave her a hard time, but Maddie doesn't complete a turn, runs off stage, and then is having this meltdown, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna hug you. Where's this compassion for the other kids?
Those kids that have perfect runs and win everything with their kids, where are they now? They don't even dance anymore.
The tune has changed. The tune has changed because this is not what you were saying a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I'm so sick of the hypocrisy and the oh, I'm gonna stand on this on this sort of worldview because this is the circumstances that need it. No, if you've got like things that you believe in, then believe in them wholeheartedly. Don't keep switching and changing whenever the mood suits it.
Girls, we're not going to play that game. You can see her and talk to her later. We're not going to play that game.
What do you mean we're not playing that game? They want to go support their friend. I'm really having to bite my tongue right now. Like I said, my grievance here is with Abby, not with Maddie, not even with Melissa, with Abby, because of the way she's behaving right now. It's frankly disgraceful.
Every other kid in that room has had that same experience. They all could have used a dance teacher who cared about them.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more, Holly. Well put, well said, well done is all I've got to say.
So I'm saying that's just the way she teaches. That's just the way she is. But today it was like black and white. No, it's not. It's not the way she teaches for all.
Can we give her a standing ovation? I would stand up, but I can't fit my camera in. But can we give a standing ovation for Abby? No, fuck. Can we give a standing ovation for Holly? Because she deserves it. That was spectacular. This woman is able to eloquently and articulately say exactly what she needs to in order to cut Abby down to size. Abby makes all these excuses. This is just the way I teach. This is just the way I am. This is just this. This is just that. No, it's not. It's just the way you are towards my child. Towards her child. Towards her child. But when it comes to Maddie, waterworks, it's okay. Give me a hug.
For once, someone called her on something and she had nothing to say.
Oh, isn't that a beautiful moment? Abby absolutely speechless and unable to combat anything because for once she's been called out on her bullshit and she's been absolutely rinsed. Kendall got 7. That is sad. That is sad because I think she deserved so much higher than that. She did so well, and I gotta say, maybe going to Candy Apples has dramatically increased her dancing capabilities because back when she was dancing with Abby, she was nowhere near as good as she is now. Yay! So in this episode, Chloe won and she got accepted to the Joffrey School of Ballet. Absolutely iconic, absolutely amazing. Big claps indeed.
And you should model that behavior for them and sat in the front row, put your game face on.
Come paddle me, let's just get it over with.
No. That was quite literally the worst thing I've ever seen in my whole life. What do you mean she just turned round, bent over and went, paddle me and let's just get it over with. Guys, this episode is long. We're almost at the end of the episode and I've been recording for 2 hours and 7 minutes. The premiere of the next episode coming up on the channel is out in like 30 minutes. Let's just power through. Come on, we could do this.
Abby didn't say, Chloe, you were fabulous. She didn't say like, oh, Chloe, you know, way to go. That was amazing. Nothing. It was all about Maddie. It's amazing to me.
Not even a congratulations for winning. Do you see my problem now? When all of y'all are like, oh, you're too hard on Maddie. I'm not hard on Maddie at all. I'm not even talking about Maddie. I'm talking about the way Abby treats Maddie. So much better than everybody else there. Because what do you mean that Maddie forgot her dance, Abby cried, Chloe won her division, and there's not even a congratulations in order?
She's going home.
What do you mean she's going home?
She's leaving right now.
What? What do you mean she's leaving and she's going home? Why? What is... Oh my god, this woman is like one big man child. Woman child. Thing child. I don't even know at this point because I'm so angry and upset with Abby for the way that she's treated everybody. Maddie? Did I say Maddie or Abby? I meant Abby. I'm so upset with Abby. The way she's treated everyone. It's disgusting.
Your kids are fine. They're great. They have been trained even as young as 7 years old. They know what to do, and they're fine without me.
They're fine without you. Okay. Like, again, changing your tune from the last couple of weeks. I actually am just so over you at this point. I'm so over you. Can we get somebody else in as a guest choreographer next week, please? Jesus Christ, this is so hard to watch. Well, so much happened in that episode. Oh my God. I'm definitely going to be splitting it into 2 parts because, like, this is 2 hours and 15 minutes worth of content. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it into 1 episode, and I think it will work better as 2. We'll do sort of like Joffrey Ballet, and then we'll do like the actual competition in 2 separate parts. Lots to talk about. And honestly, I'm interested to see where this goes now, because Abby's kind of just dipped. She's been exposed as the biggest hypocrite ever. And I'm kind of excited for her to come back knowing full well that everyone's completely aware of the way that she treats Maddie compared to the other kids. And the kids can see it as well. Like, before it was very much, I don't do that, I don't do that, I don't do that. But now, it's blatantly obvious, you kind of do that. And honestly, bless Maddie. My heart goes out to her. Like I said, my heart goes out to any child that gets on stage, forgets what they're doing and runs off. That is just the worst thing that can possibly happen to you, and I understand that. It's dreadful. I'm very interested to see where the show goes from here. So if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, doing all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. But until then, I will see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.